Hi, Thomas Miller from the Daily Fun Astrology Podcast. Let's talk about some crypto. Now, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Do your own research, blah, blah, blah. But I'm going to talk about it from an astrological perspective. Because on or about sometime around April 20th, Bitcoin is going to go through another halving, which I don't understand all this stuff, but it's like they cut the production in half, is basically how I understand it. Okay, whatever. We've got a birth time, or we've got at least a time here that we can lock onto. And there are some interesting things that those of you who do have crypto might be interested in. So in taking a look at the approximate time, this shouldn't shift too much, not substantially. The moon might move a little bit. We have some pretty cool things in the astrology of this next phase of Bitcoin's life. And I think that that is significant for cryptocurrency. So one of the things that's really cool is the part of fortune, that's this little circle with an X, is sitting right at the real estate on the chart of the ascendant of Bitcoin. What is that little circle with the X? It's kind of like the universe has your back, or it's like the cosmic rabbit's foot in your pocket. And that's saying that this move for Bitcoin is going to be quite favorable. Now, here's another thing. Well, we talked about the moon. The moon is in the second house. That's of money. And it's in Virgo. So that's a very systematic, like maybe some of the things that kept me away from it might actually be resolved during this next phase. All right, here's another one. This is a big one. The planet Pluto, as you guys have been hearing, is now moving into Aquarius. Well, it has moved into Aquarius, but it's going to go retrograde later this year and walk itself back into the very last part of Capricorn, where it will kiss right on the lips Jupiter in Bitcoin's natal chart. And since Pluto has moved into Aquarius, Bitcoin is about doubled. So this has been a really good thing for Bitcoin. Now let's hone in on the top of the chart, because this is where the action is. First of all, the sun will have moved into Taurus, but just barely when this takes place. Taurus is the money sign. So that's a good thing. And it's going to happen approximately right on the day that Jupiter and Uranus conjoin each other. They kiss on the lips. That's also a very good thing. And it's in the 10th house, which means all of this could just grow and grow and grow. But there's one thing that makes me wonder, and that's this action in the 8th house, which in astrology is death and transformation. So I was talking to a buddy of mine who is into this, and I said, what could be death and transformation around Bitcoin? Because Saturn, which is things that typically depress in one sense, and Mars, which is war, aggression, but it can be conflict, is sitting right on top of Bitcoin's Uranus, which would be, in essence, Bitcoin's own self, if you would, in the chart. It's the descriptor model of what Bitcoin is all about. And that's about the radical independence. Keep your hands off my crypto. I've got a private wallet stuffed under my mattress and you can't get to it. That's Uranus. But this is saying that maybe some of that independence is going to be challenged in this next phase. And that's the thing that I'm concerned about. So could it be a little bit of death and reconstruction of the way that Bitcoin is managed and how many people get their fingers in it, like greedy corporations and sick governments? So that's, in essence, what I'm seeing from this. All in all, I think a pretty good thumbs up, with a big caveat. And this is not financial advice, and I am not your financial advisor. Do your own research, but looking pretty good from the sky.